All right, let's leave it at that. Some breaking news coming in. Well, the first batch of the stranded Indians leave Sudan under Operation Kaveri. INS Sumedha with 278 people on board departs from Port Sudan for Jeddah. This is coming in from the MEA, and this is a good news that we are getting to know, viewers. The first batch of the stranded Indians leave Sudan under Operation Kaveri in the INS Sumedha with 278 people on board that has departed from Port Sudan for Jeddah. Well, we know the government on Monday launched Operation Kaveri to evacuate close to 3,000 Indian citizens stranded in Sudan, and the first batch of Indians there, the visuals on your screens can be well seen, where the first batch of the stranded Indians, nearly 278 people on board, depart from Port Sudan for Jeddah. It is, of course, good news coming in. The Indians are on board the INS Sumedha. Well, we are getting to know there are 278 people on board the INS Sumedha, which has departed from Port Sudan for Jeddah. My colleague Rishabh is joining us on the phone line to bring us more details. Rishabh, Operation Kaveri is underway, and the efforts of evacuating nearly 3,000 Indians from Sudan is also now taking place, with the first batch of the stranded Indians now leaving Sudan. How significant and important is this at this point of time, Rishabh?
So this is very significant. This is a big diplomatic win for India to get people out of a country which is war-prone. It is being fought between the paramilitary and the Sudanese army, and that shows that the intensity of fighting, the gunfight between both the sides is quite high. And that's the reason it took India almost 7 to 8 days for the evacuation to begin. Operation Kaveri is officially underway. 278 Indians have left Port Sudan and are on way to Jeddah. It was thinking on feet for MEA to place INS Sumedha at Port Sudan and two of its C-130
Sumedha at Port Sudan and two of its C-130J in Jeddah. Now these 278 will be these 278 will be brought to Jeddah, and from there will be flown back to India in the Air Force planes that are already on standby in Jeddah. So the first batch is on way home. There are other 2,700 Indians who are still there in Sudan. India will not stop before they get the last Indian out of it. This is what the MEA suggests. This is what the External Affairs Minister said in his tweet earlier last evening. The priority remains the same: security and easiness for Indians to leave Sudan and reach home as soon as possible.
Absolutely, Rishabh. The efforts by the Indian government are being made to bring back home the stranded Indians in Sudan. Thank you for bringing us those details. Moving on at this point of